Hello everyone, Enemies20 with another Kingdom Hearts stream. Big surprise. So I actually gotta go to work today, but not anytime soon. At 3 o'clock, about 3, around there, I should probably leave and get to work. I wasn't sure if I wanted to stream today at all. Part of me was yesterday night, I was yeah, after I got home at midnight, I was yeah, I should totally stream tomorrow, for an hour. Then I woke up this morning, I was nah, maybe I shouldn't. I don't think it's a good idea. But then, I was playing some Hyrule Warriors, and, in the middle of it, I'm just you know what, whatever, I'll stream again. So here I am. It's gonna be an hour, maybe an hour and a half. It depends. But I'm gonna try not to do too much. Simply because there's other things I want to do, like watch another Godzilla movie and get ready for work in a timely manner. I don't want to rush myself. But yeah, I mean, there's also another reason why I'm really looking forward to playing more Kingdom Hearts. Obviously, I need to get really far in this game, preferably finish it super soon. Not really for any other reason other than I'm watching someone play through Kingdom Hearts, all the Kingdom Hearts games. This is his first time. It's Nico B, the Let's Player I talked about. I think I talked about him before. He played all the Kingdom Hearts games a few years ago, I think, and it was his first time ever. And I'm watching him play the game, you know, he's blind and everything. And currently, he has I'm watching him play through Kingdom Hearts, the original one. And what did he just do? He's in Monstro. Last I checked, he was going up the throat, so he was about to fight Prison Cage the second time, which would then lead to being ejected from Monstro and continuing with the game. So, yeah, he's a good, decent way through it. He still has to do Atlantica, Halloween Town, Neverland, Hollow Bastion, then Hollow Bastion again, then the end of the world, and any other additional stuff that he wants to do. Probably all the tournaments. But, yeah. It's a lot of fun watching someone play Kingdom Hearts for the first time blind. He's enjoying it, and that's cool. It's kind of a spoiler alert. I saw people in the comments saying that he went from not knowing what this game was to being a huge fan and being really excited for Kingdom Hearts 3 and stuff. So it's gonna be pretty cool to watch his reactions to everything, because wow. Yeah, I remember I wanted more CPU this time. So yeah, today's world is Wonderland. Just get this place out of the way because I don't like it. Oh, why did you go that way? You should have gone through the plants. That was pointless. Stop targeting the shadows.
Courage! Donald!
Yeah, I remember why I hated these things. They're even worse than Riku's story. I keep saying, this is probably the worst world in Riku's story. It probably wouldn't be as bad if I was good at actually playing the card game part of the game. Maybe I could figure out some strategy to make it less annoying. Yay! Alright, so, what have I been doing? Yesterday was my first night shift in a while. I kinda got sick and tired of doing so many night shifts at work. I asked for an entire week of day shifts. And it was really refreshing. So I did 5 day shifts one week, and then the next week I did 3, and a night shift. And today's my second night shift for this work week. So I kinda want my week to be permanently 3 days and 2 nights from now on. Much more comfortable for me. Yeah, last night shift was really crazy. It was, we were not busy at all. I mean, I guess it's Sunday night, so that's probably why. But yeah, really not busy at all. So I just realized maybe streaming before work's a bad idea if I'm gonna tire myself out. That's okay. I'll deal with it if it happens. Go, Goofy, go.
Courage.
Oh, did I get them both? Yeah, nice. Alright then. Alright, I forgot. This world has a little bit of a gimmick for getting around. Oh yeah, the Lady Luck Keyblade. That's always an interesting one. Because the Alice in Wonderland Keyblade, no one gives it to you. You just find it in the chest. And it takes a while to get it. I don't know if you need Glide or High Jump or both to get to it, but it's kind of out of the way, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. For a long time I didn't even know there was an Alice in Wonderland keychain. Yeah, shadows are really annoying in this game, because like, they're annoying in every game because they do that stupid thing where they melt into the floor and you can't hit them. But it's especially bad in this game because, you know...
Fire!
Because you need,
Power!
What am I trying to say? Alright, because it costs a card, and you need these cards, and you can't just go having them being used up by stupid... Gosh, I hate this thing so much. Yeah, so this is stubborn me. There we go. I could have just as easily combined it with my other cure for a better cure, but because they broke it, I was like, nope. I'm gonna keep using this until it works. That's how I am when I play games. If the game beats me in some way, then I just keep going. I don't change my strategy, I just keep using it until it works. It's a really bad thing, but I can't help it. That's a Thank you, Donald. He actually cast not fire on the fire thing. He's pretty prone to doing the wrong thing, as is the usual. I'm gonna need more CP. Oh, what monster card do I have? It increases the range of my attacks or something like that.
Power.
There we go, hit a lot of people with that, nice. Good, good. Like, it says that it has more range, but I never really notice it. I don't know, maybe it's just really, really subtle. I should look up like a video about that or something, and be like, how much does that actually affect anything? It's not something I can ever make out. Did I even post? Yeah, I did, okay. I'm pretty sure I made my first Chain Lightning stream public on YouTube. It'd be funny if I didn't. But I'm almost certain that I did.
Power.
Is this also the only world I ever used the escape function in? Oh, right. Oh, man. Did I run away from a battle yesterday? I think I did. Damn it. There's an achievement in this, a trophy in this game for not running away. Damn it. I forgot about it. You know what that means, right? I'm gonna have to play the game again one day and try not to run away. Gosh, that sucks. I'm pretty sure I ran away. Oh, whatever. There's also one for not game overing, you know, of course. I believe I got that one with Riku. I think. No, I don't think. I definitely did get the don't run away with Riku though.
Heal. Power. Yeah. Ha. Yeah. Fire.
I was just like being left with one enemy and having to reload because I don't have anything convenient. They could use Donald or Goofy, but it's like that's kind of overkill for just one enemy. I did indeed watch another Godzilla movie. I originally had a recommended list of certain movies, obviously, and those movies, like, I asked later if there was any specific order that I should watch some of the movies, and one person eventually came back and said, yeah, you should watch all these like this. And the list they made included some movies that weren't on my original recommended, so I went and fetched more Godzilla movies, because of course. So now the most recent one I watched was 1984 Godzilla. The Return of Godzilla. That's like after Terror of Mechagodzilla, which was the last Godzilla movie of the Showa era. Like they went on a hiatus for, I want to say like 5-6 years, something like that, I don't remember, where there were no Godzilla movies, and then they came back with this one. And this one very much was like classic Godzilla. It was like the original 1954 one. I think it actually, in some respects, it's like a sequel and a reboot to the 1954 one, because like the events of the 1954 one are mentioned very briefly. Like the characters say that 30 years ago this bad thing happened, and like, yep, 1984 and 1954, 30 years apart. And that movie was interesting because Godzilla once again was the only monster in it. He was just terrorizing Japan as usual, and they had to defeat him. Although, like, it's obviously different because in the 1954 Godzilla, the original one, Godzilla is killed by a weapon called the Oxygen Destroyer, I believe. And like, you see him like drowning underwater, then he turns into a skeleton and then fades into nothing. So then I guess from Godzilla Raids Again, it's just a different Godzilla that came out of nowhere. I don't know exactly how that's settled. But this Godzilla showed up, and the character who first saw him was like, it was Godzilla! It was what did it! And everyone's like, what? But no one ever bothers to be like, but we killed Godzilla, why is there a new one? Like, no one ever says that. Okay, yes, I want to do this one. I remember this one. Okay. I should see if I can set that up in my deck. I like that attack. I got a 5 Kingdom Key. And I have a 5 Wishing Star. So I need a 5. I don't have a 5 Lady Luck, so no, I can't do it yet. Okay. Is this the first door? It's the fucking second one. Jeez. Alright, there we go. The 1984 one wasn't that bad. My issue with it was mainly that I watched it at a poor time. Like, once again, I had to go to work, so I had to leave. I don't have to leave. Generally around 3 o'clock, I want to not be doing anything, so I can just focus on, okay, I gotta go to work soon. And I watched the movie, I started watching it at like a little before 1. And so just timing-wise, it will wind up the movie will end like right as it turned 3. And I didn't like that. So I kind of was and kind of wasn't paying attention to the movie much. It did have some cool moments in it that I totally missed, so I should probably rewatch it. At least some parts of it. Wasn't that bad, but otherwise, like what I did see was fun. It was good. Next, I think it's one of the most recommended movies, which is, I think it's next. I hope it is, because I'm actually really interested in why so many people recommended it. It's a Godzilla vs. Biollante. So, really interested in that. And of course, also because like the Heisei Godzilla starting with 1984 is like a reboot. It's like reintroducing monsters, I guess, and with new origin stories. So there's another Godzilla vs. Mothra, and there's another Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah. Even though there was never a Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah. The original one was just called Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster. My favorite one though, like the one I'm most excited to watch. Obviously, there's a Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2, so I'm interested in that because I really like both the Mechagodzilla movies. So I'm like, yay, more Mechagodzilla. And the next one that I'm actually really interested in comes right after Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2. It's Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla. And I'm like, what is Space Godzilla? Like, what is this nonsense? So I'm actually really interested in checking that out.
Heal.
These plants suck. Especially in Riku's story. Every time they pop up in Riku's story, it's like, well, you're probably not gonna win this fight. There we go. Gosh, what a dickbag. Alright, where's that purple? That I must smash. Where is it? There it is. Somehow I didn't see that till just now. Oh yeah, that plant I think reverses your controls if it hits you. Pretty annoying. There's always gotta be something in games that reverses your controls. I mean, they freaking added something that reverses your controls to the new Smash. Why? I mean, there has been before that Luigi's negative zone back in Brawl and Ashley both did that, reversing controls, but it was only ever in specific fields. This item, just you can use it and just reverse anyone's controls to whatever you want. It's freaking nuts. It's like, why Smash? Why? I trusted you. That was my mistake. Alright, where did that plant go? There it is. Okay, what is this thing called? There we go. And the key. Thank you, open up, let me in. No way in, no way out. A ramblin' mushroom. Yeah, that's a really funny name. Like, do you know what it's from? I'm not entirely sure. It was weird that they were introducing all the items, but they didn't have, like, insignias next to them. A bunch of people, I don't think a lot of reactions I saw, no one realized that the Killing Edge is a Fire Emblem weapon. Because of course not. People are fucking idiots. Like, if it's not weapons exclusive to, like, Awakening, they're like, oh, that's the stupid normal sword no one cares about. People looked at it and just like, oh, hey, cool, a sword. And I'm like, that's a Fire Emblem weapon. That's fucking... That's impossible. There's never been a Fire Emblem weapon in Smash before. Never. There's just the assist trophy for Lyn, the stages, and the characters. I'm 99% sure there's never been a Fire Emblem item. Right? So like when I saw the Killing Edge, I'm like, that's so cool. You know, I really like it. And you know, when it glows, you can... Really? Earthbound? My guess was Pikmin. I assumed it was a Pikmin thing because it's like a plant thing. That's really cool. Another Earthbound item. I think all they had from Earthbound was Mr. Saturn, right? I don't think there's another Earthbound item. Why, they stole her memories instead of her heart. We get it, we get it. This game is all about memories. Ah yes, the Franklin badge. Can't forget. That thing's useful, but also like one of the most annoying things in the world. Cause like, it's so hard to tell when enemies have it, and I've been like hit by my own items or my own stuff because I throw it at them and it just deflects right off them. That's really cool. I honestly had no idea it was from Earthbound. Does that Rambling Mushroom do that in Earthbound? Reverse your controls or what? Or it just cause status effects? Oh, because she didn't, you dumb pop. Okay, looks like someone just turned on like a motor thing outside, so hopefully you don't hear that too badly. It gets really bad some days. Oh my gosh, I really hope that Tuesday isn't the regular maintenance day. Because if it is, I'm out of luck. Mushroom eyes. I mean, that's not the silliest status there. Is there a status effect in Final Fantasy games where you turn to a frog and the status effect is known as frog? Good times. One of my favorite status effects ever is, Scarecrow from, Super Mario RPG. Simply because, like, the little Scarecrow icons, I love how those sprites look. And with the different colors everyone has, they just look really good. I don't know. It's really dumb, but I really like the Scarecrow. So I wish I could keep the characters as Scarecrows forever. It's really nice. Alright, now all of a sudden I have to fight these things.
Fire! Heal! Courage! Yeah! Goofy!
I actually don't like turning on Goofy first.
Donald!
No, I screwed up. Because he does Goofy Smash instead of Goofy Tornado. Goofy Tornado is just so much better.
Fire! Power!
Are they even fighting me? They're just kind of running around like idiots.
Yeah!
I mean, what's new? The Queen really needs to get better help. These guys do not cut it.
Donald! Yeah! Fire! Heal!
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah!
Bash, wait. He's over here next to me and he's stepping on the mouse. Yes indeed, that's the only way to treat a deck of cards. Gosh, that attack animation really sucks. It doesn't end when they chase after you swinging their weapon around. Yeah, I mean, she did the right thing for once. Just like, peace out. This place sucks. I was about to say checkmate, but that doesn't work in this situation. Blackjack? Let's see. Do I have a moment's reprieve? I do. Nice. So I can heal quickly. This is the correct room, right? Yep. Yeah, and there we go. Onward! So what are we doing here again? Alice had something to do with something or other? I don't remember. I'm gonna assume... Okay. Of course not. Sora wouldn't steal anything. I didn't even know how you'd steal memory. What do you mean by that, Cheshire Cat? Always talking and gosh dang riddles. So is his voice actor Winnie the Pooh? I think I mentioned this before, but he's just really weird. Like, he never talks. He doesn't have any voice dialogue in Kingdom Hearts 1 or Chain of Memories, and he doesn't appear in Kingdom Hearts 2. There's no Wonderland World there. The next time there's a Wonderland World, is it 358 over 2 days or Recoded? I think Recoded has one too. I don't remember if 358 over 2 days has it. I think it does, because that's where you have that whole thing with Zigbart where he calls Roxas, "Ah, I recognize that face, you have it too," or whatever, you know, that expression that Roxas gives him when Roxas isn't happy with him. But, because his dialogue is just like, I mentioned before, but I can't help it, like, when he was talking, I'm like, that's just Winnie the Pooh. That's just Winnie the Pooh's voice. It's like not even discernibly different in any notable way. Speaking of voice actors, since Nico B has been playing a Kingdom Hearts, I kind of got curious about voice actors, and sure enough, like the weird thing or the impressive thing is that Philatides or Phil from Hercules sounds really, really accurate to Danny DeVito, but of course it's not Danny DeVito. I mean, it's Danny DeVito. Like, I don't think they're ever gonna get him to play his own character in a video game. That's just not happening. Genie is of course not Robin Williams. Genie is never Robin Williams. Hercules, I believe in the first game, is not Hercules. That's not his original voice actor, but in the other games when he appears, that is his voice actor. For at the very least, older Hercules. I don't remember if that is his younger voice for, what's it called? Birthby, where he's young Hercules. I don't know if that's the same voice actor also. So the one that I was most curious about, Mufasa, I was right. I knew it. It is indeed James Earl Jones. He is credited, but it is not new lines. They didn't like bring him into the studio to record for the video game. They just used archive audio from The Lion King. I was right. I knew it. Like, I would have been really impressed if it was actually him. But like, the one thing that always kept me from being like, yeah, it's so cool they got him back for real, is the fact that the lines I'm 99% sure were from the movie. And so like, I looked it up and I'm like, yep, just reprised the role. Just through archive audio. Which is actually something I did for quite a few things. The first thing that comes to mind is, what's it called?
Goofy!
Screwed that up. What is that called that I really like?
Courage!
And Kimba. What do you mean? Does Kimba have a scene like that too? Or like the ghost of your father being all creepy and telling you, hey man, I'm the ghost of your daddy. What's up, ghost? It's your boy. Like, I don't know if that's real, but that's one of my favorite things ever. It's like a still image of ghost hunters or whatever. You know those guys? Like one of them on the green screen, or not the green screen, like in night vision. And he's just like, "What's up, ghost? It's your boy." Like that's the subtitle, and I'm like, that really didn't happen. Like I'm 99% sure if he did not say that. Like it would be really funny if he did. Oh right, a map card. Ooh, treasure. I want treasure. Damn it. And of course, is Kimba like the ultimate knockoff, or are they just both based off the same source material? It's kind of like how a few years ago Hollywood released 2 movies about the White House being attacked. White House Down and Olympus Has Fallen. I never got to see White House Down, but I saw Olympus Has Fallen, and that is a fucking awesome movie. Like, there is, like, you don't have to, like, if you watch that movie, you have nothing to, like, do. You just watch it and accept everything that's happening. It's one of those movies where it's just like, oh, action, 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 and then it ends. You know, the good guys win, and that's the whole thing. But it is so entertaining, because, like, the scene where the White House is being taken over by the Korean terrorists, I think it was, is just the most batshit crazy scene ever. It's just dudes pouring out of nowhere attacking the White House, and like trucks exploding and just like armies, and it's like, it's absurd. Lion King is the Kimba knockoff. Yeah, well, no one likes Kimba. No one remembers Kimba. I sure as hell don't. I actually know nothing about Kimba the White Lion, aside from the fact that it's like the Lion King, but like not as popular. And that's it. I don't think I've ever seen it. Doubtful. But you know, of course I didn't. I never watch old things. Unless it's Godzilla.
Power.
Yeah, Kimba was cute. I remember that. Like, not from watching it, at least I don't think. But just from, like, seeing, like, promotional material or whatever for it. I'm like, yeah, he's pretty cute. But, I mean, it's a lion cub. You can't really go wrong with a lion cub, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I say that, but yeah. Gosh. Ow! I almost killed myself. It just reminds me of oh, was it? That's interesting. Like the JonTron episode of Disney bootlegs. Gosh, it's so good. Especially when he hits up on the Lion King bootlegs. That's my favorite part. That's a really good JonTron episode. I should probably watch it again. I love watching that episode. I'm totally gonna watch it again, like, while I'm eating before I go to work. Really good stuff. What was my favorite part of it? Oh yeah, when he's talking to Bootleg Mufasa, and like Bootleg Mufasa's audio is just so horrendously messed up. Like, everything the light touches is our kingdom, and all that kind of shit. It's really fucking funny. And what else does it say? I don't know, something about just like something about yelling about Scar or whatever. And John's reaction to one of the things that Bootleg Mufasa says, because he's like just really glitching out, is just to scream and cry and be like, I don't like it! It's just like, I cannot describe it well enough. Like, everything about that scene, like live action stuff in the Disney Bootlegs episode is fucking genius. Like, the only thing I can say is that you just gotta watch it. Like, if you have watched it, watch it again. And if you've never watched it, watch it twice. Because it's one of the best JonTron episodes ever. The Pokemon Bootlegs is another really good one. But the Disney Bootlegs is fucking ridiculous. Yeah, I'm definitely watching it, like, right after I finish streaming. I've seen it a bunch of times, but it's like, gosh, it's just so good. What are the JonTron things that are really good? Like, the unfortunate thing is I don't watch a lot of JonTron's movie reviews, but like I see them in best of compilations, and he's got some really funny moments too. But the reason I don't watch them is because the movies that he reviews are just terrible and cringy as all get out. Cause like the acting's bad, the plot sucks, and it's just like, and I'm like, oh gosh, I can't bear looking at it. It's so cringy. But like but I do see some best of moments from them, and there's some really good stuff that he's also covered with that. Jeez, what was the one called? The Titanic sequel? Or I think it was just it was either an episode about Titanic episodes, Titanic movies and games and stuff, or it was specifically about a Titanic game. I think that was it. Was that one that I'm thinking of? No, it was a cartoon. Yes, no? It might have been. I think it was called Titanic: The Legend Continues or something like that. But I don't remember if the review was entirely about the animated movie, or if it was about a bunch of different Titanic material, and the movie happened to be in there. But gosh dang, that's really cringy, but that's actually one that I like watching. The Titanic related stuff, or Titanic as he calls it. Oh gosh, what was it? Another one that's really good. Another cartoon that we reviewed that I watch a lot. There's also Tentacolino, which is like one of the worst animated movies ever. But I didn't watch it from JonTron, I watched it from a different guy. And I was just like, why is this a thing? What was it again? Damn it. Oh, Food Fight. Food Fight. Gosh dang, one of the worst 3D animated movies of all time. His Food Fight review is really entertaining too. Is that a poop rat? Never forget the poop rat. Oh my gosh. John's reaction to seeing the poop rat the first time is amazing. I'm like, John, no! Anything but the poop rat. Yeah, you can never forget the poop rat.
Courage!
Oh, I didn't actually need to heal. Well, I guess I kind of did.
Heal!
Ah, fuck you. Fuck you. Come on. I guess one of the best ways to counter issues with monsters that won't let you hit them in this game is... I did Goofy Smash again. Is to use these, the map cards, my favorite map cards. There's one that increases all your attack elements, all your attack cards by 2 points, and one that decreases all the enemies' attack elements by 2 points. Really freaking awesome. They make the different rooms much more bearable. I forget what they're called. Where's the sword that I want? There it is. Martial Waken. Nope, missed it. Yeah, Goofy just comes from out of nowhere. And he's like, I'm ready! Alright, so... I didn't get another healing spell, did I? Nope. Oh yeah, Ether. Quickly reloads reloadable magic cards. Cool. Yeah, that's actually really useful. Thanks, Jafar. Not so fast, Jafar. I can't stop thinking about that line simply because Aaron ruined it for me. Yeah, voice actors are interesting to look at. I wish I should look and see if there's a list somewhere of like what voice actors were not brought back for Kingdom Hearts, because I think that list would be shorter and easier to compile than which ones were, because a lot of Disney actors came back. But the one that a lot of people point to that's like crazy is Alice's original voice actor from Alice in Wonderland. Although I think even crazier than that would be Birth by Sleep, because Birth by Sleep you visit all the Disney princess worlds. And those places are like Snow White, Cinderella, like the really old shit. And it's like, did all of those voice actors come back? Because that's really freaking nuts if they did. Also, you know what's through this door, right? No, Alice, no! Oh, right, yeah, the Japanese... Right, yeah, you mentioned that. Wow, she right there forgot what she was talking about. Dude, don't you ever hate it when that happens? It's too real. Does anyone else remember? No? Look who it is! It's your boy! Oh yeah, that's another interesting thing about this game. Rechain uses the original palettes for the bosses. So like Guard Armor is still purple, Trickmaster is still blackjack colored, instead of being like the bright pink that he is in the other game. Gosh, look at that HP. I don't like that.
Fire!
Can I hit him with you?
Courage!
Yeah, I probably could, but he broke it because he's a dickbag. Actually, when the Trickmaster landed just now, I'm like, oh, that's how he looked originally. Since I play Final Mix more than I played the original one, or maybe not. I think I played them both the same, it's just that I played the original one so long ago I actually forgot his original color scheme. Like, obviously I know that the one in these games isn't it.
Power!
Can I hit him with the good old Simba? Oh, he has a 0, of course. Fuck you, man. Fuck you in the ass. I don't want to be in the corner. I'm actually stuck in the corner. Okay, oh, thank goodness. Okay, all that does is bring back the table. No big deal. Oh gosh, did he get hit by the table? Alright, this is why I hate freaking sliding down. It's so easy to activate and it's so useless. Nailed it. Alright, that was rough. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've seen that somewhere. Something like that. Getting stabbed by a murderer. Perfect. Yeah, I do like this palette better for Trickmaster as well. Yeah, Trickmaster in this game is kind of an asshole to fight. At the very least, you can reach him a lot easier than you could back. Actually, you know what? I think the reason I was able to kick his ass so easy this time was simply because I had a high jump. Since I completed a Monstro before, I was able to jump up higher and reach him better. So that's a hot tip for you. Do Monstro first. And but yeah, Trickmaster sucks. Not just because it's still that height thing, the high jump can counter, but also, once again, in Riku's story, your deck for this world is tiny as shit. So when you have to fight him as Riku, you have a tiny deck that just gets worn out. Yeah, remember what the Cheshire Cat said? You can't remember what you didn't forget. Right, of course it's a vine. Everything's a vine. But yes, like, I'm talking about it a lot, about how shitty Wonderland is with Riku. And, like, I really hope that because I'm talking it up so much, that when I get to it, it's the easiest thing in the world. Because I hate it. Wonderland with Riku sucks. Everything else about Riku's story is pretty good, just Wonderland sucks. I mean, of course he had. He's goopy. Gooferino. Alright, so where are we going now? Right, we're just leaving. I'm sick of this place. Up we go. Do 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 boop do 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 do.
Who could that have been before? In my memory. It wasn't Kyrie. But another girl? Maybe... I think her name was...
Sora! Let's go! You wanna find Rico and the kid, don't you?
Yeah, of course. That's the whole reason we're here. Find our buddies.
Man, it was right on the tip of my tongue.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot. Education season started. So like all the minors at my job have to change how they work and everything. Interesting. Yeah, I got a text about that. So they'll all be clocking out 11 mandatory instead of midnight if they're working night shift. You know, I'm not even gonna make it up. Like, I knew a lot about Kingdom Hearts ahead of time. Like, there were a lot of plot twists spoiled for me simply because the games had been out for a long time and I never played them. I'm like, I'm never gonna play them, so I'll just look up, like, what happens. And, even that did not stop me from getting as fooled as Sora was in this game. I legitimately thought Naminé was actually really someone else on Destiny Islands that he completely forgot about. Like, I'm like, there was another one? And I was like, mind blown.
There was another girl.
Exactly.
What? A girl? Where?
No. I mean on the island.
Like, from this point on, I was like, there
Besides
was?
Kyrie and Riku,
And I was like, oh,
there was
I'm
one
interested.
other
Like, what's
girl
going
I was
on?
friends
Like,
with.
how did he
The four
forget?
of us played together all the time.
I really did fall for it.
Sora? Seems to me that's the first time you've mentioned her.
Yeah. I guess I forgot all about her. I think she just suddenly went away when I was still really little.
What do you think makes you remember that now?
I'm not sure, but it's been coming back in pieces as we go through the castle.
Gorge, do you remember her name?
I don't remember. I feel kind of dumb. We said we weren't gonna forget our friends, and well now, I can't even remember her name.
Sora!
Oh, you shouldn't be worrying none. If it's been coming back to you in pieces, you're sure to remember her name just like everything else.
Yeah, easy peasy Japanesey. Alright, no one cares about what happened there. We're on the 5th floor now. Oh, good gosh dang, it's gonna take a while. As you can see, I don't like Wonderland so much that I put it on the 2nd floor for the original game that I ran. Good times. Okay, we got Olympus Coliseum and Halloween Town left, right? Alright. We're gonna blow through Halloween Town, that'll be the end of the stream. The more world progress I can do, the better. And that means next time we'll be doing Olympus Coliseum and whatever comes after that. You sure about that? Absolutely not. And so Donald died of fear. Gosh, the movie has great songs.
Fire!
The plants are still here, of course they are.
Power!
And here, you won't be missing this Halloween town. Because I'm gonna do it all right now. Very quickly. Or relatively quickly. Hey look, I got Jack!
Donald! Jack!
Yeah, I was actually really worried there when Trickmaster trapped me in the corner. I was actually making a joke about like, I don't want to be trapped in the corner, you know, that kind of like kids getting sent to detention. I was just joking. I didn't actually expect him to trap me in the corner. I got really worried.
Heal! Jack! Ha!
Yeah, obviously, Jack Skellington can control gravity. Isn't that obvious? See, like, I mean, my strategy of playing this game is that in order to combat my rapid use of cards and how I use slates and decrease the total number of cards in my deck constantly, my strategy is to just make my deck as big as possible, put as many cards in as I can. Not smart, but that's how I do it. I got a sleepy cat right next to me. He's so cute. I'm rubbing his belly and he's happy. Yeah, Jack also knows the future. Like, didn't you know this? He can control gravity and he knows the future. Yeah, that's totally uncool. That's not the rules of Halloween. I really think it's unfair when Jack's like, follow me. Like, Jack has a stride that is stupidly wide. Like, I mean, come on. 2 summon cards and Jack. Alright. Like, I mean, you can't keep up with this fucker. You gotta run after his ass. I was gonna ask something, I'm like, no, I don't think I can ask this, never mind. But, gosh, I'm so excited to play more of these games. Also, I mean, another reason that I really want to get through them is because I don't want to catch up to Nico OB. Like, I don't want to catch up where I am. Because then I can't go on. Like, the test is, like, I can only watch as much of his Kingdom Hearts playthrough as I've gotten, as far as I've gotten. So right now I can see all of Kingdom Hearts 1 and this much Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. Of course, when he plays Chain of Memories, he'll probably open the worlds in a different order. But it's the Castle Oblivion cutscenes that really matter. So it depends on how high up he's gone Castle Oblivion that I can catch up on. So, yeah, there's that. So I really hope to be able to play more and stream this game more regularly so I can get farther and farther ahead. So I can just keep watching the streamers. Or well, the YouTube videos. Because like I also like to watch them while I'm grinding in Hyrule Warriors. Like I was just doing that like right before I started streaming. I was playing Hyrule Warriors. I was trying to get all the Skulltulas in the tournament map, the Majora's Mask, which I'm almost done. I think I have 3 more to get.
Fire!
Not that hard to get, honestly.
Power!
And then after I get all the Skulltulas, I can focus on actually clearing the terminal map, because I still have I'm I think 64% done with the map, so I got a bunch of challenges I still need to do, and things to unlock.
Heal!
Oh, nice. I killed one with each attack. That's really cool to happen. Alright, can I do a treasure chest room? Because I want to do a treasure chest room. Yes, I can. Wow, I got a lot of those. Gifted Miracle. Reload cards and reset counter while restoring HP to Sora and foes alike. Summon magic item. Wait, what? Why is it listed like that? Shouldn't item be on the top and Jack be on the bottom? Right? It's not just me who thinks this is incorrect. Because this is saying like you need Jack, but you don't. You just need any item card. Right? Because even the example shows a high potion. Yeah, I think these things are wrong. But I get it. So like Bambi, Blizzard, so summon magic item. And I can do Gifted Miracle. It heals enemies, which is a bit bizarre. But whatever. Flinch list kicky do. I love when the Achievement talk about that and how their videos, they've been just releasing videos where they don't even use real words anymore. Which, by the way, like, I'm really annoyed by it. I shouldn't be, but it's like, aw. They did not complete New Super Mario Brothers. Like, obviously they weren't going to do Star Road. I never thought they would do Star Road. That's insane. But they skipped the world. After the second world of that game, I believe, there's a split path, and you can either go to the water level or the snow level. They went to the water level and never went back to that split path. So I think they never fought Wendy in their playthrough, because she's the boss of the ice world. In comparison to New Super Mario Brothers on the Wii, where she's the boss of the water world. So they fucked up on that too. What was it? It was summon magic item? Summon magic item. Wait, oh. I just want to try it out. Summon magic item. Nope. I'm pretty sure I was doing it right. Whatever. I don't want to heal the enemy. This Goofy's card looks so ridiculously silly. Because you can see his stupid eye. Stop targeting the graves. It's not cool. It's not cool, Sora. Oh yes, bottomless darkness. That's interesting. Can I use that for the next room, just to see it? Yeah.
Heal. Power.
So I always like that when I accidentally hit the reload button because I'm like spamming to get the attack cards out. It's like the way Sora moves. He's stopping every second to load up the cards. Yes, as you can see, there was a really good example of how I play this game, where I just keep spamming cards until I win. Here's what a bottomless darkness room looks like. I hate these rooms. Yay, check it out. There's nothing in here but shadows. And a lot of them. They're everywhere. Why would I do what? Yeah, I've never seen a speedrun of this game. Honestly, that doesn't sound like fun. That doesn't sound like a good game speedrun at all. Because I'm like, where are you gonna cut corners? This just... I mean, I know I say that, and it's like, oh, well, obviously here, 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 and here. But it's like... I don't know. Like, you'd have to... Because it's all random what cards you get, so... It's just like a lot of random manipulations or whatever to try to get the best cards to form a deck really early on. And then to top it off, you need to progress through the world in a very specific way. I don't know. Just like, I don't know. I've never seen a Chain of Memory speedrun either. I honestly have no idea how it would work. Probably know there's a credits warp, and that's all that they need to do. Because this Halloween town, and we need to find the monster that's under our bed. He's got to be here somewhere. I know he exists. He wasn't in that opening song for no reason. I do like how the I leave footprints for some reason in the darkness. Okay, so where am I supposed to go? Because clearly he's not here. So I'm not going the right way at all. And that's the door to the end. Here we go. Can I get like that attack boost? Was it Martial Waking? Can I use it now? Yes. Okay, this is actually viable here. Gosh, I hate being outside. I walked outside to leave work yesterday, and I went to the gas station to get myself an icy and some drinks for later. And in doing that, gosh, like walking wasn't the big issue. It was after I got all my drinks and I was waiting for my Uber. I was standing outside the gas station and I was just getting bitten all over the place. Yeah. Happens every single time I'm standing outside at night. It just really sucks.
Fire!
The power of the goof. So you see that? It's so convenient to just have such powerful attack cards. And the enemies are like, we can't break it, look at how high all his numbers are. Oh, that was good. Gosh, Goofy's just too powerful. Which way do I go now? Straight across from the door I opened up, so this way. Maybe this way. Oh yes, I've mentioned this before. I'm really mad that it's a week off. Kamen Rider Build is about to end. And I think the funniest thing about Kamen Rider Build, the most hilarious thing, is that it has the exact same plot twist, quote unquote, as another thing that was going on at the same time. So like, I think everyone knows that I don't watch anime anymore. Not really much ever for like one specific reason. But like, one of the, like, on Twitter there's always an anime that everybody is talking about, like, and everybody that I know is watching, and I'm like, oh wow, you guys are all enjoying it right now. And for the most recent time, it was some anime called Darling in Franxx, or Darling in the Franxx, I think. I don't remember if it was in the or just in, but people were talking about that anime a bunch. And like, apparently at the end of it, which it ended before Build, obviously, but at the end of it, apparently, like, there were aliens or something like that, and I think that was like a plot twist. I don't know. And I was like, huh, that's interesting. And then like a few episodes later in Kamen Rider Build, the main villain's revealed to be an alien. And I'm like, wait, what? What? Like, I mean, it's 10, no, not, what time is it? How long is the stream am I? Give me a moment. 1 hour 13, 1 hour 14, okay. I need to remember that so I can remember where to snip that piece out of. Cause like, I also said your name on the stream. I don't remember if I said this before, and I felt really bad about it. But I went into YouTube editing and I cut it out. Just 2-3 seconds of an episode are missing. So it sounds a little weird, but it really doesn't matter. 1 hour 14. That's when I need to look at the YouTube version and cut it out. But basically, like, I don't know how my sister, who I'm watching Build with right now, is gonna take the plot twist. Because honestly, I don't really like it in Build. Because like, my biggest issue with the plot twist of oh it's aliens in Build is the fact that it gets rid of any kind of intrigue that the villain had. Because originally the villain, there's a character in the, because Build, that's the one I told you, where Pandora's box is activated, Japan gets divided into 3, and the 3 sides decide to become their own countries, right? So, in that show, there's a character who helps out the good guys named Soichi, Master, Isurugi Soichi. He's the owner of the coffee shop that they're based out of. And you find out early in the show that he's actually an astronaut. He's the astronaut who found Pandora's box and brought it back to Earth. And then the box made him go crazy, and he's the one who activated it, causing Skywall and splitting Japan into 3 countries. It was him. And he's like, I don't know why I did it, I just went kind of nuts. And later on you find out that like there's these crazy people making evil monsters. They're known as Faust, and there's 2 of them. There's Night Rogue and there's Bloodstar. Or Bloodstar, depending on how you believe it to be. And Night Rogue is revealed to be who he is, though it's incredibly obvious who he is, and then Bloodstark is... they're constantly playing with who Bloodstark is. They keep like switching who you think it might be. And it's finally revealed that Soichi, the owner, is Bloodstalk, and you're like, he's a bad guy? Why? Like, why is he doing this? Which is something that the characters always ask him, and he never answers. Like, never, like, outright anyway. And it's like, it's really interesting, because it's like, what drove him, like, what did Pandora's box do to him? Like, what did it awaken in him that it made him want to be an evil person, manipulating other people, and, like, trying to take over the world? Like, what happened, right? And so it's really cool when he betrays them and he becomes, like, one of the, like, big villains of the show, along with Nanba. This old dude named Nanba. And I'm like, oh, jeez. I was really interested in what the deal was. And then, there's an episode where he's, like, just sitting down, arguing with himself. Soichi is like, he doesn't want to do this anymore, but then the Bloodstar's voice is like, yes you do, and all that stuff, and I'm like, oh, so he's not actually evil, he's just being controlled by something. He's just being controlled by an alien. And like, that just got rid of a lot of the intrigue, because now instead of being this person who betrayed everyone, he's just an evil alien that wants to destroy the Earth because he wants to destroy the Earth. And it's just like, it's really disappointing. There's really no depth there. Evolt, the alien, is just evil because he's evil. He's an alien who wipes out planets and absorbs them to make himself stronger. That's basically it. And it's like, in most cases, it wouldn't really bother me so much, but they just really had me interested in why Soichi was a bad guy. And because it turns out he never was, it's like, oh, well, okay, I guess. It really bummed me out. Like, I mean, I guess Evolt is entertaining, at least. The fights against him are cool, and he looks cool, like when he actually got his true form. But the issue with Evolt is actually an issue that they had in Kamen Rider X8 as well. The thing about Kamen Rider and Super Sentai and Power Rangers is there's always a monster of the week, right? Or in Kamen Rider's case, like a monster of the 2 weeks, like a bi-weekly monster. And they're kind of what pushes the action of the show going forward. Obviously, every week or every 2 weeks is based around like a person that is maybe tied to this monster, or just a person being targeted by this monster. That's generally how it goes. And in Soichi, in X8's case, it was the Bugsters, with the main villains being Parado and Graphite. And but the Bugsters, they take such a backseat role by episode 25, or like halfway through the series, I don't know, maybe episode 20. And yeah, it's Ansatsuken. And so because the Bugsters take a back role towards the ending of the series, oh jeez, the characters that then become important are of course Parado and actually it's first Kuroto. Kuroto and Parado are first the main villains in the beginning. And so every episode of the show becomes, hey, we're fighting a Bugster. Oh, here comes Kamen Rider again. Now we gotta fight him. So it's like 10 episodes in a row of being interrupted, fighting Kamen Rider again, and either he beats them and they have to run away, or they beat him and he has to run away. And then they just do that over and over and over and over and over again. And then once Parado takes over as main villain, it's him and Graphite. So now every episode is, let's fight a Bugster. Oh wait, Parado and Graphite are here. Let's fight them and either run away because they beat us, or they'll run away because we beat them. But they never actually killed them. And it's just that over and over and over and over again. And then later in the series, when Kamen Rider Kronos is introduced as the true main villain, he takes over that role. Of every so often they might fight a Bugster or something different, but chances are the episode will end up with them fighting Kronos for the 20th time. And it's like, X8 is still very good. It's incredible. It's a really good Kamen Rider series, and like when I was watching the show week by week, that did kind of become an issue with how many times they had to fight the same people over and over and over again. But when I watched it with my sister, because we were watching it all in a row, all those fights just kind of went by really quickly, you know, because the show was also doing constantly these important lore reveals and everything. So it wasn't that bad at that point. Oh, we need 20? Let's see. 7. 5. Do we have an 8 at all? 6. Oh, I got a lot of these. I should have used these. But at the very least, for Kamen Rider X8, it did that. It's like they were fighting Gem, they were fighting Parado, they were fighting Graphite, they were fighting Kronos, they were fighting Lovelyka, you know? It was a bunch of people that they swapped over. For Build, once Evolt becomes the main villain, every single episode is them fighting Evolt. Every single episode. I can't tell you how many times they fought him. It is absurd, because once again, the monsters of the week of that season, the Smash, just disappear after like 20 episodes and they become totally irrelevant. Every so often they pop up again, but it's like so second to the fact that they need to fight Evolt again, and it's just like, it's crazy. They fight him all the time. And I guess, to kind of counter that, he does change forms a lot, and he does gain new powers. He goes from Evolt Phase 1 to Evolt Phase 2 to Evolt Phase 3 to finally Black Hole Evolt, which is his true form. But still, they're still fighting the same guy, and it's just really weird. Because Kamen Rider's never had that issue before. Generally, which honestly is actually an issue that Super Sentai has, which is the reverse, where they never fight the main villain. You know what, sorry, I'm kind of distracting from the story here, I'll pick up after I do this. And this time, of course, Finkelstein is researching memories instead of hearts. So this game is essentially, it's Kingdom Hearts again, except it's about memories, not hearts. That's the world. It's basically like, hey, let's do the same plot from Kingdom Hearts again, but like replace hearts with memory and replace darkness with forgetting. And then, here, we got a new game. Print it, send it out, have everyone buy it and go crazy. That's like the total difference. So yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go with this rant into the story. Because I mean, it's simple, but still, you know, I'm not really gonna read this dialogue. I never read stuff because I feel like if you're gonna read things, you should at least do voices or be characteristic with it. I'm just not. I tried to before for Final Fantasy IX and Fire Emblem Sacred Stones for a bit. It didn't take. And there he goes, on an adventure. Dr. Finkelstein's adventure. Wheelchair adventure. He's totally gonna play Happy Wheels in his wheelchair. Yeah, maybe you'll remember Namine, who totally was real and fooled me into believing she actually existed. Which, I mean, I guess for a nobody, that's like the ultimate, like, goal that you could ever achieve, to convince someone that you actually exist. So, congrats to her for tricking me, IRL. Oh gosh, I really want to continue on my rant, kind of. Oh yeah, I can do it here. Yay! So Super Sentai has the reverse issue, where they have their villains, they have their villainous faction, they have the leader, they have like the enforcer dude, they have like the enforcer chick, and maybe throughout the series they gain a new member, also who then actually dies before all the long-term members. So you know, which generally happens, but. And the bad guy spends a lot of time in a chair, or just talking, and sometimes he pops up to fight. There's always that one episode where he pops up to fight the good guys and completely bodies them. And those episodes are actually super entertaining when it happens. But the issue is when the enemy is sealed evil in a can. The biggest example I could think of is Ninja. The main villain of Ninja is Kibaoni Gengetsu. And the whole goal of the Ninjas is to defeat him. But he's been sealed away, and the bad guys, their whole goal is to wake him up. So they spend the entire series trying to do that, and they finally wake him up for like the final 3 episodes. The good guys fight him twice and then destroy him, and he's gone, and that's it. It's done, they won. You never see him again after that. Like, he popped up, oh, I'm evil, I'm the big bad, and then it's like, oh, let's have our final battle against you, even though this is the first time we're fighting you, defeat him. He grows huge, oh, let's have our final battle against you, even though this is our first time fighting you, they defeat him, he's done. Like, that was, like, so when Ninja ended, I'm like, that was fucking dumb. You know, because, like, they spent that whole season building him up, and then he gets defeated in 2 fights, because it's at the end, they have to defeat him. They're out of episodes, they're at the end, they can't keep him alive anymore. So they just have to write him out. Yeah, that would be the excuse. Like, it's funny because there's another villain who actually has that same excuse from Shurikenja. I forgot his name. But he's actually a super cool villain. Like, the episode where he comes out and totally fucking destroys and bodies the Ninjas. I mean, the Shurikenjers. Shinkenjers. The Shinkenjers. The samurai. When he comes out and just totally bodies them, it is fucking glorious. Like, it is an amazing scene. But because he's been hit with a sealing move, he can only stay in the overworld, in the real world, for a short amount of time before he dries out and dies. So he comes out, he owns him in 5 seconds, he does something for another bad guy, and then he returns to sleep. And he actually sleeps for a long time while they're trying to undry him out. Like, for at least for that guy, he was cooler. He actually had more character because he was around longer, even though they only fought him a few times. Kibon Gengetsu had no character. He was not there for the entire season. And then he comes only for, like, the last few episodes, and of course they defeat him. Like, the last few episodes aren't even really about him. They're about his son, who's, like, a much bigger deal than he is. A much more important character. So it's like, I mean, Kibon Gengetsu being defeated did nothing to me, but his son being defeated, like, his son's story, how he was finally defeated, was much more fulfilling than the good guys beating the big bad that they've been training their entire lives to beat. Because he was just so easy to beat, it didn't really matter. So, like, so that's the difference. So for Kamen Rider as of late, they fight the main villain way too much. For Super Sentai as of late, they don't fight him enough. So currently in Lupin vs. Pat, the main villain, the mob boss, he's not even fought the Rangers yet. Like, not at all. He appeared before them once and did one attack that floored them all, but that's it. He hasn't actually fought them yet. And like I mentioned before, Lupat, the enforcer dude, Destra, he fought the Rangers. He had his debut fight, and it was the worst debut fight of an enforcer ever. Because it was so short, and they never actually were in any danger. Like, they were not reacting to him as being the big deal that he is. Being the main enforcer dude. Like, they should have gotten wrecked and, like, de-transformed, and then it should have been all bloody, and then the Red Rangers should have been like, oh my gosh, no! And then it should have been, like, this terrible moment of them trying to run away from him, because that's how it is. That's how it should be when they're fighting the enforcer dude for the first time. They should suck and get absolutely wrecked by him, because that's the whole point. But that didn't happen. He just kind of fought them normally, and it was a really short fight, too. He didn't even fight the Red Rangers, he fought their friends. Because the Red Rangers were fighting each other. So that was dumb. And the other character, the Enforcer Lady, though, she had a much better debut fight, even though she only fought against one of the Red Rangers. It was still much better than Destra's fight, which sucks because I really like Destra. I was hoping Destra did well. So I don't know when the mob boss is going to get off his ass and actually fight them and totally wreck them. I hope soon, because I'm already halfway through the series. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Once again, the series is kind of frustrating me because they focus more on the thieves than the officers, and I hate the thieves, so yeah. And Sally stole the potion because she always knows bad things are gonna happen. That's because you're not even trying, bro. Oh, I look at Jack, he's pissed. Objection! That was what Jack was doing. We all know. Is he actually gonna drink, or is he just gonna dump it in his gullet? I forget. And he's doing it again. Objection! Which, but have you seen the memes about that? So I don't know if you've seen King K. Rool's official render for Smash Ultimate, but he's like standing in a really sassy pose and he's like pointing one finger forward. People have taken that render and put it in everything. Like, one of the first things I saw was him behind an Ace Attorney desk. You know, and it's fucking funny. People have been using that render like crazy, and it's the best. It's one of the best memes to get around Smash Ultimate. It's really good. Like, but like, even without the meme, just look at the render. It's fucking funny. Like, just something about K. Rool and that overly sassy pose for no discernible reason is hilarious. Which, I mean, have you had the time to look at all the renders? Because holy shit, like the Smash Brothers Ultimate renders look incredible. Like, just go on the website and like click through the characters, the ones you like, the ones you're interested in. They look fucking fantastic. I really like Schultz. He's got some really great sense of motion in his thing, because he's in this like really cool action pose, and you can see like parts of his jacket have been moving, and it's just like, it looks really cool. Not all of them, yeah, I haven't either. I've been meaning to, but it's because the website, the renders are only available on the character page, and they're really zoomed in, and you can't actually see the render in full, so you kind of have to look for like fans who have downloaded the renders off the site and like uploaded them fully. But the website's good enough, like a good place to start at the very least. It's really interesting that it's not like, because in Smash Wii U, the character renders had the entire center of the screen to stand in, and like you could see them in full. Whereas these are more zoomed in. But I guess it's more appreciative of the detail because, like, gosh dang, look at Dark Samus. Dark Samus is so cool. I wonder if the certain purple zebra was super stoked for Dark Samus. Because I'm not even a Metroid dude, but like Dark Samus was super cool. Like that was really rad. Like a really rad announcement to see. Especially the fact that she floats, that's pretty damn awesome. I really like that. That's super cool. I'm totally down with the whole Dark Samus thing. That's actually a good Echo Fighter. Oh, alright, this is where we use Goofy. We're asserting our dominance by coming in anyway! Fire! Like, I forgot what that line was. I'm so mad. It's so stupid. What is it? From Fairly Odd Parents. Oh, I'm so mad I forgot it. It's the funniest thing in the world. You know, with the battering rams when they break into the rooms. Greatness. I love it every time. Always makes me happy. Technically not a character? I don't know how that is. Dark Samus is a character. Oh, Dark Samus... Dark Samus is weird. I don't know how to describe it. I'm trying to remember from like what I've read. I think Dark Samus is basically a Metroid, I think. Or it's some kind of alien life form that took on Samus' shape. Because in Metroid Prime 2, at the end, Samus gets a super awesome Phazon suit, but then like an alien life form steals it from her and becomes Dark Samus. I think that's how it is. It's also confusing because there's another like Samus clone called Sa-X, so it's a little odd. They are in fact different. I forget which game Sa-X is from. I think Zero Mission maybe. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. It's like, that's what it was. It's Phazon controlling Sa-X, S-A-X, all capital. $114 and $136. That's where I'm gonna look to remove those audio bits from YouTube. Yeah, it's spelled like this. Yeah, I honestly forgot which Metroid game it's from. But I know about it because I actually fought it myself. A friend of mine lent me his Metroid game to play for like 20 minutes. Just because he was playing, I'm like, oh, that was cool, can I play it? And he's like, sure. And I was playing it in school. and like I was just wandering around. I actually wandered, I guess, further into the story, and oh, yeah. Phase on. Yeah, you spelled it right. Sorry, I didn't know that's what you meant. But yeah, you spelled phase on right. That's correct. But yeah, and I wandered into a room, and all of a sudden, the X appeared and attacked me. And my friend was like, "What are you doing? You can't be there yet. I'm not strong enough to fight it." And I'm like, "I don't know," and then I died. So yeah, I was just wandering around. I wasn't even like, I mean, I don't know. He was in the middle of the game. What do you think was gonna happen? Okay, let's just go straight up. He's still asleep, stupid Shadow. I have to do like how Nico D, he calls the shadows bugs. Like before he knew what they were, before they were ever given name partners, he just called them bugs. But yeah, like, talking about him again, I just can't get over the fact that, like, he saw it, and he heard Andrew talk the first time, he's like, ooh, your voice, that's so funny. And, like, after the scene is done, he's like, that was kind of creepy, but, like, that guy's voice, it's like butter, you just want to rub it all over yourself. Oh, it's so funny. So funny. And I'm just like, well, he's not wrong. I was hiding in the ground, you dickbag. Alright, let's change it to a save point. So I can use a save point before the boss. Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna reorganize my deck. Make it better. Because this boss I remember being annoying. Once again, I'm playing on easy difficulty, so I might not have that much of trouble. You know what? Instead of, I'll just, can I do the new deck? How do I do that? Yeah! Okay. So, do I have 3 different 5s? Gosh dang it, I don't. It's supposed to be 3 5s of different attack cards. So even if I put this one, it's not gonna work. Let's leave that in there as a temporary thing. Alright, let's keep building up this deck. Have more attack cards. Do some magic. Of course, need the curing stuff. Simba's super good. See what else we got. Makes you invisible and reduces your chance of being hit. That's cool. Slightly extends range, always nullifies the enemy card. Stops enemies from breaking cards, increases the swing speed of attack cards. Sure, sounds good. Yeah, I'll put Genie in there too. Alright, I think that's good. Alright. There we go, I'll use deck number 2. Alright, here we go. This is the end of the stream. Well, almost there. We need to beat this boss and then do the Castle Oblivion cutscenes and then we're done. Less than 2 hours. That was my goal. Alright, it equals 0. So if I get to like a point in the story where I need something from one of these doors and I don't have it, I'm gonna lose my mind. That's happened before, though not with anything of note. It's with the bonus doors, the treasure rooms. Gosh. Don't do it, Oogie. And we all know how it happened back in Kingdom Hearts. He eats the heart and he's like, oh, Heartless, only 2 come up, and he gets really mad. Oh, okay, he actually drank it. Alright. Was it really? It was green. Was it Four Loko? Was about that Achievement Hunter bit? Oh my gosh, Drunk Jeremy? Oh gosh, legendary. I don't know if you've seen that yet, but the Let's Play Minecraft where they do Candyland is amazing. By the way, there's a lot of times when they're playing like a Kingdom Hearts, a Minecraft map or a GTA map, and they say this is made by our very own Matt Bragg, and then Matt like he responds like, oh. And it's really weird because there's sometimes where clearly the maps aren't made by him, because like they show up as being made by someone else, and I'm like, is that just a running gag to credit everything to Matt and like annoy him with it? Is that what that is? Like, because he didn't actually make it? Like, I imagine it's a running gag. I'm just not sure. Yeah, okay, it is. I was always weirded out by that. But it makes it really hard for me to now know which maps he actually does make. Like, did he actually make Candyland, or did he not? Like, I'm leaning towards he didn't, but I can't be sure. Dark Monopoly, I'm 99% sure he did actually make that. Like, because of course he did. Or if not Matt, then someone at Team Hunter actually made it. I have no idea how I'm supposed to do this. Gosh dang, this fight's gonna be really sucky. They just like to poke fun. Yeah, I had a feeling he's a good builder. Because he builds these stupid, really complicated, gigantic things that it's just like, why? But it's really, really cool stuff. I don't know how to do this. Gosh, he just healed. Oh, they just need to keep breaking his cards? And that lowers the gates, or what? It does, okay, that's how. He just healed himself like a dickbag.
You won't make a joke out of me.
Give me something I can break. No, 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 no! Alright, I just need to break his card. I was being really overly complicated with it.
Body crashes. Oh, baby.
This fight still legitimately pisses me off. But whatever, I'm glad I'm playing on beginner. It makes it so much easier. Wait, he's still going? I thought I only needed to break you 3 times. Gosh, I hate it when they stop me like right as I'm about to win. Come on, man. Do it, do it, do it. Oh wow, Jack landed the killing blow. Nice. That's how we roll. Jack Skellington is the winner of this match. Yeah, he drank the darn thing. Nearly. Oh. Yeah, no one. He's a bag of bugs. You don't know what's in there, man. You know what Oogie saw? What Oogie saw was a tiny Halloween town being manipulated by a bunch of people. So he found out that he doesn't actually move, but someone moves him, and someone voice acts him. And, you know, just... he found out the truth, and it drove him insane. That's what happened. Honestly, I think the doctor may have been the reason why I have this thought all the time. Like, I would love to be able to unscrew my head and like, mess with my brain. Specifically on days when I have, like, a gigantic headache. Because it's like, I wish that I could, like, I don't know, just something. You know? Of course, now I have more reliable access to pills, so I don't really have to put up with it anymore, but still. Like, I remember back in the day, it's like, I wish that I could actually apply direct coolness to my head, because it is burning hot, and my head hurts, and it's pounding, and I can't focus on shit. Oh yeah, totally. He saw that as well. He saw everything. He saw how Kingdom Hearts 3 ends. That's what it is. Like, Chain of Memories, Oogie Boogie knows something we all don't. At least all we gotta do is wait till January. You know, my birthday's coming up soon, and I just realized I put myself to work a night shift on my birthday. I wasn't even thinking about it until I looked at the schedule yesterday, and I'm like, oh, right, August, yeah,
Sora and Joanna set out to remember about that other Joanna.
Just bits and pieces.
Maybe you could try telling us some more stuff about her. Who knows? It might even help you remember other things.
Well, she was quiet. And always
like, I could
drawing.
always ask to get, like, a shift change,
go to the
but I'll
beach,
probably just stick to night.
She'd draw
I
a
don't
picture
know.
instead of swimming. Sometimes she'd draw us, too. She was really good.
I think my birthday falls on a Sunday.
I remember Riku and I fighting over who she'd draw next.
So, like, Sunday is
day,
at night, Monday is at night, and then I
she
have
was
Tuesday
gone.
off. So I could probably, like,
Just like
fully
that.
celebrate my birthday on Tuesday.
I think the grown-ups knew the reason. They might even have tried to explain some of it to me. But I was little. I probably didn't
Now,
understand
I'm
what was happening.
I'm serious. I fell for this.
I remember crying after she was gone. but that's all. I still don't remember her name.
Oh, I bet you'll remember it in no time.
I must point out, Sora keeps remembering things instead of forgetting them. It seems to me, forgetting things may be the only way to reach the memories buried deeper down inside each of us.
So we should forget in order to remember?
Like those guys
Yeah,
said,
I saw that. The telltale sign of,
our
oh,
most
dude, no.
precious memories
He's like, I don't
are
know how to
so
deal with
deep
this.
in our hearts that they're out of reach. All that stuff about finding being losing and losing being finding, I didn't get it at first, but maybe this is what they meant.
Gosh, Sora, I think I'm a little jealous of you. How come me and Donald and Jiminy aren't remembering more of the stuff from our memories?
Come on, Goofy. Let's get going. We gotta forget things faster.
That's a mistake. That's a mistake. That's exactly what they want. You two again.
Just as we intended.
We'll continue with our plan. Let's see how far this group will go.
You had your fun on the first floor. So this time, it's my turn. I'm not going to just give it to him.
Don't break him.
Well, do I detect a soft spot? I'm not gonna break the toy. I'm not dumb.
Don't forget, Sora is the key. We need him if we're going to take over the organization.
I know that you're in on it too. But keep it under your hood, at least until the time is right.
You would have been wise to have done the same, Larxene.
The backstabbing game of hot potato continues.
So, Sora, did anything back there help you remember your friend's name?
Her name's the only thing I can't seem to remember.
You gotta try. Hurry up and remember it.
So I guess after this floor is the boss fight against Larxene 1. Yay, because I get to hear the 13 struggle again. And also it's not that hard of a fight, at least not compared to Larxene 2. I know I always bring it up, but gosh dang, nightmare fuel. Anyway, that brings us to the end of this Chain of Memory stream. So next time, we will be on the 6th floor, we'll be doing Hercules Coliseum. Oh my gosh. You know, yes, Goofy, everybody hates that. I always call it the Hercules Coliseum, even though it's the Olympus Coliseum. Always! I don't know why. But, whatever. Next time we'll be doing the Olympus Coliseum world, the Larxene boss fight, and then whatever else is after that. I think I should be given the 100 Acre Wood card after the Larxene fight. That'll be part of the next batch. So that'll be the first world I do. And then everything after that will just happen how it happens. I think you're gonna get Atlantica, Neverland, Hollow Bastion maybe? No. Maybe? I don't know. We'll see, though. We'll see how it all rolls up, because this game is a bit long. A bit. But yeah. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Really short stream, but I got 2 worlds done, so I'm making good progress. Yeah. Makes me happy. That's bad. Just gonna keep breezing through it. Because, you know, the sooner we get done with this, the sooner we move on to this. And I'm so stoked for that. It's gonna be great. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm off tomorrow, so I'll most likely be streaming tomorrow. Yes. So yeah, in the meantime, I'm gonna watch another Godzilla movie, get ready for work, and go take off for that at 4. It's another night shift tonight. So yeah. Have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you next time. Hasta.